This one's live. Two non-live episodes in a row. This one's live. In 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Tuesday, June 4th, 2019. My name is Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Well, the question is, did you miss me? Did you miss the last 2 episodes being live? I gotta be honest, didn't seem like there was quite as many of you watching. That's okay. I wanted to make sure, good morning, Casper. I wanted to make sure that I had something for you. I've made that commitment. And I hope if you haven't watched the episode that we dropped yesterday for First Cup, you should check it out. It was fun. Brought on a couple past martial arts radio guests. And we really did do First Cup. It was everyone's first cup of coffee. And we did it not quite as early as this, but still early. Only off by about a half hour, actually. So, man, did I have a great weekend. Great weekend in Florida with the Superfoot Joe Louis Martial Arts Systems crew. And I have to think about that name because it's a slightly newer name, slightly changed name than what I've been calling it. It was really hot. Almost missed my flight back. We don't spar with Superfoot, actually. He drills us. In fact, in the classes that he teaches, we don't spar. It's all about fundamentals. It's all about the techniques, and then you go and you implement them in whatever you do, because we all spar differently. We all come from different styles and systems, and so yeah. Oh, yeah. Yawning. What else happened while I was down there? Just actually slept pretty well. Trained hard. Hung out with some friends, some martial arts friends. Ate some good food. Met a few people who were going to come on the show. Engaged with a few people who I've been trying to get on the show, and now they seem more likely, more willing. Yeah. So what's going on today? Today is all about catching up on work. I had a ton of meetings yesterday, just how it fell. It was really weird because I didn't get home until 1:30 yesterday morning from flying, and up early. So this is why I didn't do First Cup live yesterday. I wanted to sleep. And just ended up with a bunch of meetings, a bunch of things that had to happen yesterday. So today is all about getting work done. I'll be at my desk most of the day, just hammering through it all. So, is there anything else I want to tell you? I don't think so. So let's answer some questions. We had 3 questions come in on Friday's episode. Let me go through them. So the first question, I'm going to answer them slightly out of order. First question is, do you think you can take competition too far? Yeah, absolutely. Now that doesn't mean that I think someone else's attitude towards competition is too far. I think it can mean that. But to me, if someone's taking competition too far, there's a disconnect between their why are they competing, and their efforts. It's all about the why. Sometimes people, I'm very aware of how tired I am. I didn't realize this 10 minutes ago. Everybody's why is different, right? Now, if you're competing because you enjoy it, or because there are a great group of people and you enjoy participating, or because you want to get better, all great reasons. But if you're competing out of ego, if you're competing out of I guess it would all be ego. Coming up with some other examples. I think that can be the opportunity where it can go too far. So here's what I mean. Let's say let's say you've competed at a particular event for a few years and you win the grand championship in sparring and you don't want to do it anymore, but you don't want anyone else to be the grand champion in sparring. That might be taking it too far. That might be, and so you keep competing. That might be, I'd say that's not quite healthy, right? Because what's your why? Your why is kind of negative. You're not willing to let someone else have the limelight. That could be too far. Now, of course, there's a lot of nuance in that example. Most of the time, competition is going to be healthy. It's going to be positive because those negative reasons don't tend to sustain people for very long. Most of the time when someone's doing something long term and they're enjoying it, it's for good reasons. When someone's doing something and they hate it long term, there's still usually a good reason in there. If someone's working a job that they hate, it's probably to provide for their family. You know, things like that. So I'll say yes, competition can go too far, but I think it's pretty rare. All right, second question. So I mentioned last week at some point that one of my teeth is a crown. I chipped it in martial arts. And so I got a question. Was I wearing a mouth guard? No, I was not. I still, even today, very rarely use a mouth guard. Depends on who I'm working with. I will admit I am more likely to wear one now than I used to be. Well, let's face it, we all hate them. Nobody enjoys wearing a mouth guard. But depends on who you're working with. If it's somebody that I think has some issues with control, then I'm much more likely to wear it. All right, last question. And I saved this one for last because I think it's the one we're going to spend the most time talking about. How has the internet changed martial arts? Oh, this is such a great question. I could talk about this for a while. We could probably do a Thursday episode on this. Oh, by the way, if you have not checked out yesterday's episode 402 with Mr. Brent Philpott, please do. An amazing episode. Such a cool guy. Really, really enjoyed talking with him. Of course, you can find that here on YouTube or in your podcast feeds or whistlekickmartialartsradio.com. Initial feedback's been awesome. All right, so internet, martial arts. The first thing, and we've talked about. Very yawny today. All right, what's wrong with that elbow? The first way is that a lot of your lesser known styles have grown tremendously. Think of HEMA, historical European martial arts. If it wasn't for the internet, that stuff would not have grown nearly as fast. It's grown tremendously fast. And it's grown because of the internet. And then, of course, you've got certain aspects of martial arts, certain elements to things that people do. I think of Filipino martial arts has really taken off since the internet. And then you've got your kind of self-defense styles. Tony Blauer's spear stuff, etc., has really grown a lot. Because those things are more niche. Karate, Taekwondo, Kung Fu, those are more broadly applied, generalized, at least in the way we think of them, not making a judgment, styles, right? And so those styles have been most popular. Because if you are going to teach, if you're going to open a martial arts school, are you going to open a karate school, or are you going to open a HEMA school? There are some places where a HEMA school would do well, but the financial investment is higher. You need more space because you're swinging swords, right? Like the the logistics of it doesn't work as well. But because people can train virtually, because they can read books and watch movies and things, it creates these conventions and things like that have grown. How else has it changed? We are in this era now where people are able to take martial arts in all of these different directions. Well, if you follow martial arts radio, you know that I try to bring people on from different martial arts and people who implement martial arts differently, people who have turned it into a career in a different way. We've had stunt people on, we've had actors, we've had instructors, we've had writers, we've had other podcasters, we've had a lot of people on, and there are more people that I'm talking to who have made martial arts their job in different ways. And most of them wouldn't have their job otherwise. This show would not exist. I would not be talking to you. In fact, can I say, yeah, I don't think any of you would know who I am. I really don't. Without the internet, I would be training, but I would not have met a number of the people that I train with. Unless those connections wouldn't have formed, you wouldn't be watching me. Whistlekick wouldn't exist without the internet. And I think if you look at, Bobby, send me a message. It's not just martial arts that's changed because of the internet. Everything's changed. Everything is different. And I think that that's a fun exercise. And so this is kind of the homework I'm going to give you. As you go through your day, I want you to take a look at what's changed because of the internet. You know, the phone that I'm streaming to you from. This sign for First Cup, the person who designed this graphic, I know only over the internet. The internet has allowed us to connect and share so much, so rapidly. It's amazing. And martial arts has really taken off because of that. Maybe taken off is the wrong way. Martial arts is poised to take off. And I think it's about to. I really do. And we're not going to talk about that today. But I think there are a number of boxes that we've checked that leave martial arts a tremendous opportunity to grow rapidly, broadly. If I have anything to say about it, I'm gonna help that happen. It's also, it's also extended the need for professionalism into personal life too. Yes. So think about it. Think about the internet. Think about martial arts. Think about the things that you know about martial arts because of the internet. There's a lot there. Okay. Now don't forget, we do this show every weekday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. And if you want to ask a question, the best place to do it, below. After you've hit subscribe and turn on notifications, you should ask a question or two, and I'll answer them tomorrow. If you want to get to me directly, if you maybe listen to this later via firstcupwithjeremy.com or in your podcast feed, jeremy@whistlekick.com. That is my email address, the only one I use. What else do I want to tell you? I think that's it. Yeah, go check out the new version of whistlekick.com. People are buying stuff left and right. I should have done that years ago. It looks good. It looks good, and people are happy about it. Loads much faster. That's why I did it. All right. I hope you have a great, great day.